Sam, a lot of our clients, when they first talk to us or they call us on the phone, one of the most common questions that you and I get is, what can I expect? How long is this going to take? What is it like to be in this situation? I've never been in this situation before. And they want to know what to expect. And we had that conversation with our clients in every meeting. But a lot of people that may be watching this video may have other lawyers, or maybe you haven't hired a lawyer yet and they got no idea. So talk to us a little bit about the process, or what someone that's been in a significant wreck can expect.
Sure, yeah, you're right. That's a very common concern on that first phone call to us, or the very first meeting that we have with a client, is most people haven't been through this process before and they don't know what to expect. They don't know what it really entails to be a client of a law firm in a personal injury case. And so for the most part, it is what you would expect, in that the client is hiring us to take that burden off of them so that they're not having to worry about talking to the insurance company, constantly calling and following up with the insurance company, trying to figure out where in the heck they're going to get treatment, because a lot of healthcare providers don't want to be involved with treating someone who has a claim against an insurance company. And so they turn that over to us and we start helping with that process. We start doing the legwork so that the client doesn't have to. And in fact, quite frankly, a lot of our clients, other than when we call to check in with them or they call to give us an update on their medical treatment, they don't really have to come into the office most of the time, other than that first meeting, and then maybe after their case settles to disperse funds, okay? And that's if a case settles without ever having to file a lawsuit, which the majority do. But that process can take a little time. And believe it or not, the most time-consuming part of it is the client's treatment. We can't settle a case and resolve a claim while the client is still injured, still getting treatment, and we don't know exactly where to go from there, right?
Right, and that's one of the things that, to go to your point, the biggest thing in relief that we can give, or any really good lawyer can give from this first start, is to take that stress of dealing with everything off their shoulders. But to go to your point about medical treatment, and one thing that we do explain to all of our clients is, in order to settle your case, we have to know, and you have to know, quite frankly, how bad you're hurt, how long it's going to take to get better, how expensive is it to get better. Do you need a surgery? Do they not need a surgery? All those kinds of things have to happen. And if someone's significantly hurt, that's what takes a while, is to get medically treated and better. And then once that happens, then your lawyer, us, or whoever your lawyer is, can now properly evaluate your claim and work now on getting it settled. And so that's the process.
That's right. It's impossible to resolve a case, or quite frankly, to try the case to a jury, if you don't know really what your client's damages are yet. Your client hasn't been diagnosed yet. The doctors aren't finished treating the client yet. You don't know if they're even going to get better, or if they're going to have to live with this injury for the rest of their life. All of that factors into just exactly how much those damages are and what the case is going to either settle for, or what the jury verdict that could be expected on the case is going to be. And so that is the most time-consuming process, especially on someone who's hurt bad, is getting them through that treatment process. And it would absolutely be improper for a lawyer to try to get a client to wrap their case up in a hurry and get it settled before the client is finished treating, because if you do that, your case is over. You can never come back again and try to get more compensation once you realize that you were hurt worse than you thought.
Right, and that's a very good point, especially someone that's trying to handle a case on their own, or maybe with a lawyer that's not experienced in these kinds of cases. The last thing you would want to do is feel like you're hurt significantly and try to settle for a little bit of money before you've been to the right kind of doctor, before if you know if you need surgery or not, and before you know how long it's going to be before you go back to work.
That's right. That's right. The amount of time that you're off work, how much lost wages you're going to have, is another big factor too. If you still have not returned to work yet, well, you certainly don't need to be settling your case yet. And so sometimes a little patience is necessary. while knowing that this is part of the process and it's necessary to get through this process to finally resolve the case.